Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the show. This is your Jee Sifu right here. So today we're going to talk about some interesting topic that relates to the news. Okay, so it's another Taoism and Taoist magic talk show. Okay, so what's on the news? I have read a few news today, interesting articles. Okay, so one of that is from Hong Kong. Um, so there's this Christian parent. They were arrested, okay, for killing their own daughter. And it's not like they slaughter her, but they were performing exorcism on her by doing praying. Okay, so they believe that their daughter is possessed by some evil things, and they were non-stop praying and doing their ritual inside the house for like 14 hours. And at the end, the daughter died. When the police went there and found them, it was like their relatives that go find them, and finally like the police came and break in and see what's going on. So uh on the location, right, the parents were naked and on the ground, and the daughter was like covered up with something, but her head was wrapped with diaper. I'm like, okay, diaper. And she was being rubbed with olive oil. It sounds very crazy, but I can understand this kind of case because I have like clients in the past who are from other religions, and they really believe some very weird things that whatever their path tells them. And it is weird, like olive oil, praying, diapers. I mean, how does that make sense to you? But well, it makes sense to them, okay? So at the end of the day, the daughter is dead and the parents are arrested, and they have to go to jail for like 3 months. Yeah, 3 months. Not a lot, right? Hmm. Anyway, even 3 years is not a lot for that kind of thing. So, anyway, what do I have to say about this? I'm speechless. But same kind of things happen with other religions as well, not just Christian. I'm not like targeting Christian here. Even for Taoism, for Buddhism, for all kinds of religion, there are weird news like that all the time, from time to time. People doing weird things and things like that. And what happened is, well, people will pick on these news and say, "Hey, you see, you believe in that religion, yeah, it's gonna lead you to like this is like crazy." Right? Most people are using the news as a weapon when they have a chance to bash their friends or whatever about their beliefs. Well, that's what happened. But I'm not doing that. I'm just telling you here that what is exorcism? What is like real exorcism? What makes sense? What doesn't make sense? And what's actually going on? So you can learn something from the news, right? We don't have to attack other people with the news, but let's learn something from it. First of all, what is exorcism? Evil spirit or evil energy, bad energy, whatever you want to label that. It's like they are not bacteria. They're not virus. Okay? Stop being so logical and say, oh, in the past people don't have microscope and all that. So whenever they have some kind of sickness, they will blame it and say that's like evil spirit or whatever causing the problem, because they cannot see the bacteria. So they will treat virus and bacteria as like evil. No, that's not how it works, okay? At least for Taoism, it was never like that. And for us here teaching our sect of Taoism, definitely it's not like that. Evil spirits, evil energies are not bacteria, they are not virus, they are not normal sickness. I have treated people with Talis magic, dealing with their magic attacks and evil spirit attack. And it's very amazing when you see the result, because usually we won't tell the person to skip the doctor if they're actually visiting a doctor's for help. You must always check with the doctors if you suspect that that is a health problem, right? If the doctors tried already, and this is a real case, okay? I treated someone who is in Asia. So we're like not seeing each other in person, but we know each other from on the internet, right? So I accepted the case and I was helping. So this person's wife was having some kind of problem, health problem, and went to the doctor and such. And the doctor already said, you only have like 3 months left. Prepare for whatever. It's really bad already, and so on like that. So they are very down and desperate for help. When they found me, I was like, okay, well, you can keep doing what the doctors are doing, but let me check what else are there that you can do or have to deal with that the doctors cannot. So what I see is that they have these problem at the back. End up it was the husband was being attacked by their business competitor with evil magic, and the wife was weaker. So when the wife and him both took the impact, right, they absorbed the impact, the wife got hit harder and it amplifies her health issue. Okay, so let's say both of them got the same attack. Why did the husband not have the same kind of problem? Well, it's not they don't have problem. It's just that the evil things can like amplify your health problem. So you have to have something wrong first, and then the evil thing just ruin your body more by amplifying what's there that is harmful for you. So that's what happened. And I said, well, we can deal with the magic side and all that, right? But and then you can go back to the doctor and check what's happening. So we did the magic, and I definitely will not pour olive oil over people. Okay, so everything was done by distance. I do my thing here at the altar, right? I was doing my ritual at the altar to help these people. They are not coming over. We don't see each other, and there was not even like a Zoom call. So everything was like he give me some information, like a picture, name, and such like that. Right? I have those things. I open the altar and do my work at the back here. After I'm done, I told him about it. I'm done, right? And eventually, I taught him like he got ordained to so become a disciple, and I taught him some magic. So he was like cultivating stuff, and like within like a month or so, the whole situation is already contained, and the doctor is like, wow, that problem was gone. Like initially we spotted something and now it's like magically disappeared. What happened? What do you do? Huh? What have you ate? Like, do you find some other doctors? No, like we were just doing these. So that's a miracle, but it's that's what happened with magic. Magic can help you deal with these kind of problems. But if that is like just your health problem, right? I do magic, it's not going to help you. Like, for example, you got COVID outside, right? And I do magic on you, it's not going to get rid of the COVID. It cannot fix those problems. I can fix the evil things that amplifies your problem, right? I can deal with that part. So does it mean that this person have no more health issue? No, of course. Okay. So the couples like got rid of the big life threatening problem because the amplifying part is gone. But they still have small health problem. And that the doctors can take care of it with like medicine or whatever things, other things that is not magic, right? You can fix that up. And of course they need to learn like exercise and things like that to recover and repair their body. So that's the next step. Magic itself, you see, I did everything by distance. I don't even have to touch them, right? Magic, evil things, evil spirit, ghosts, whatever, those are not physical stuff. Okay, so everyone, remember that they are not physical. So using anything physical, like people like splashing the salt, okay, like yeah, some people like take beans and salt and they splash on people, right? Well, the beans and the salt or whatever crystal, they don't work on spirit. Keep this in mind. Evil magic, spirit, and those things, they are not physical. Using physical element to fight them is purely stupid. It doesn't work. If you believe like taking a stick and then like, oh, someone is possessed, let me take the stick and whack them. Right? You keep whacking them, what you're doing is you're damaging their body, but the spirit is not hurt. The spirit is not gonna hurt. Like they are not gonna feel a thing, right? They don't have physical pain. That's what happened. So to deal with these spirits, these things, you need to use invisible, non-physical energies. Right? They are not like use some herbs, smoke, fire. Those doesn't work. Even you burn the guy on a grill, it won't fix the problem. So anyone who claimed to be doing exorcism on you and they started using a lot of those like oil and salt and candles, right? All that, forget about it. They don't even know what the thing is. Okay, uh, you don't even know what evil spirits are if you keep using those stuff. Now, however, I have to emphasize, right? Physical mediums are used in magic. Okay, like we light incense, we light candles, we do actually use the salt and rice and beans as a way to symbolically tell the gods that we're talking to a message. Okay, so think about it this way, it's like a code. Let me say, okay, right now, if you are the god and I am the Taoist, I'm performing a ceremony. We have an agreement. Okay, I will say, I put a dish of rice and a dish of salt in front of you. Okay, I will tell you, whenever I need positive energy over here, I will take the rice. Whenever I need negative energy, I will take the salt. So you watching me right now, I take some rice and I splash, let's say, onto the house. What do you get? What is the message? Oh, positive energy to the house. Okay, so you see this, then you will empower the house for me, giving me blessings. Okay, there's another thing. I got an object, like a gift from someone at work, and this person have like a lot of negative thoughts and cursing me and all that. I take some salt and I splash it on the object. What does that mean if you see it? It means that I want negative power from you on here to kill the curse, right? Okay, it might be hard for you to get the exact message because first of all, you cannot read minds, right? You only look at what I did and get the message, right? So you kind of interpret it. But the gods are not like that. The gods that we work with, they read your heart. They read your intention, not thoughts, but intention. Like why you do this. That why, that reason is what they have read when your action is being seen. Okay, so they read your intention and know. Once you know why you're doing this, then they understand, and that is what the help is. They at the back, when you don't see it, right? You don't see it with your physical eyes, but they deal with it at the back end. That's the real magic. That is the real exorcism. Now, some people were like, like this family using praying, right? To pray for 14 hours for this person trying to exorcise the evil. Now, that is stupid. Okay, that's also one thing why I like Taoism so much, because Taoism, we talk about exorcism and there's like this whole structure, like learning medicine, right? There's a whole concept and you have to go like this, like there's like a flow of how to diagnose the problem, how to deal with the problem in different stages, and what you do for what problem. There's a lot of stuff inside, just like learning Chinese medicine. Very, very complex, right? You cannot just do praying. If one is just doing praying for exorcising the evil, you know what praying is? You don't even know what praying is. Right? What they know or what they are interpreting praying is that I am just like keep doing one thing and I will annoy the evil thing to death. And the evil thing like, stop praying! Ah! That's not how it works in real life, okay? That's the movie. In the movie, like Exorcist, right? The movie, they are like, oh, I read something from the Bible, and then the evil is like, ah, right? But in reality, it's not like that. That's not real. That's movie. So people are taking movie concept and using it into reality, just like you use movie martial art, okay, and pretend Bruce Lee on a street fight to defend yourself against some drunk or drugged people. It's not gonna work. You're like, oh, what the heck are you doing? Right? People just gang up on you, crush you on the corner. It doesn't work like that in real life. That's movie. Movie martial art and like reality is not the same thing. It doesn't work like that in reality, right? You find a real master to teach you martial art, then you know what reality is. So magic is not like that too. If you keep praying and praying and praying for 14 hours, that is like you keep washing your dishes for 14 hours. What are you doing? Okay, so when I do exorcism for people, do I need to do praying? No, I don't. Okay, so what is praying for? Well, I'm just going to speak for my sect here, my lineage, okay? Our prayers are done to praise the God, okay? And it's a way to invest your faith, your heart energy into the God, as in like an account, a pool of energy. You're investing into the pool. And what is that for? You invest when nothing is happening. Then, when something is actually happening, you can do the other magic to withdraw that power out and deploy it to where you need. For example, you're going to an interview, right? And you need help from the God. You can then do a magic to empower your resume. Now you take the power, put it on the resume with the intention of when the person sees it, they will like me and hire me. Okay, now you did your magic, you have your help. There goes the magic. Oh, why can I tick? Well, because you have invested, right? Newbies never invested, but they can still take because that's a perk for the newbies, right? Like, we know you're newbies, you're babies, so we give you perks. So when you grow up, then you realize, oh yeah, I need to invest too, and then they start to cultivate their prayers, and then they will know and learn, and then well, newbies come in. They're going to do the same thing to help the newbies, to lend them power, lend the newbies power. Like that's when we do praying. When nothing is actually happening, you do prayers to invest. When something is happening, you do magic to fix the problem. Not pray 14 hours for exorcism. That is purely nonsense. Hey, okay. Imagine your daughter being rubbed with olive oil for 14 hours. What a loop. Okay, anyway, I think I should stop here. Okay, my timer is up. Thanks for listening and watching. Remember to subscribe and like and give some support. Okay, so we'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.